Good evening, guys. Just about to start to do a first Motivary video. I have done it in a while. In about a couple of weeks. But I have been unwell and I'm still quite ill at the moment, but I'm keeping the video short tonight. We're running a couple of HSTs, maybe a couple of, steam locomotives if we got the time to get down to the bottom to the large prairie and the Battle of Britain maybe, and the Pug or Hornby Pug. We'll get down to them. So yeah, we're going to start off the videos with my HST fleet like I always do. Excuse my coughing. As I said, I'm still quite ill, so that's why I'm not doing a lot of videos at the moment. I'm quite ill still. As for the In-City, well, I'm supposed to do with her. She's a bit poorly, unfortunately. I don't know what's going on with her. Her training card's the poorly end, not the power card. Her power card's fine, it's the training card, and I don't know what's going on with her. So I will take a look at her briefly. I'm just trying to want to trouble with the I'm just loosen them up so they're easy to unwind with the track. Yeah, we'll do it to the back ones, back training as well. That's how we get her undone. She is not going to play ball with me. What's wrong with the In-City training car? I'm about to find out. Don't know why her bogies are playing up on the training car, but we're about to dig to the bottom of it and find what's going on with it. It was fun last week when I ran her, so it's obviously happened just recently. Do I have a proper screwdriver to get her undone? I do somewhere. Trouble is, it's stuck the bolt for it downstairs. Because, yeah, it's not going to come out without. Trying to get that bolt out, but I'll have a look this evening with the In-City with the training car. I'm going to see what's going on with her. I'm not going to film it tonight, but I'll have a look at her tomorrow. So in the meantime, we have got a couple of other trains I really want to take a look at. We can get them running. Let's go to some of the other trains we don't run as much. Excuse me. Oh, I went down early this week. Probably picked it up somewhere. But yeah, I haven't been well for a little while, but I have medication for my psoriasis, which makes my body compromise very easily. So it means things are going to get distorted by the compromising of the body from my psoriasis. That's what we want to see. We want to see the basically we want to see the taillights on the 43 to know she is good. But with this old one, but she's one of the classic ones, we need to see what's going on with her, because we don't want to plane up. That's not a good thing. We got first, next up, last coach, and we've got a standard class, I think, Coach A. I was in Coach E on the Pullman. I don't have Coach E. I've got Coach, oh, that's Coach R. I wasn't on Coach R. But I will say, if you like this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you want to see motivated videos or go train on the main line. Why am I running so warm? Well, it's because I need it. Not very nice for me. So there's a couple of them. So she's detached herself from standard class. So switch it around a bit. What's the plan next weekend? Next weekend, well, next Friday, especially next Friday, there is the 7 engineer train coming down, which is the measurement HST train. I'm looking forward to see that on Friday next week. That'd be quite cool. You know me and my HST videos, they get quite popular by many, but yeah, it's just strange. How many HSTs am I running today? We're going to take a look at, trying to think, maybe 2 of them, because I want to see what's going on with the taffy tank. I really want to know what's going on with her, because I mean, she's one of my favourite steam locomotives from Hornby. I mean, I do like Flying Scots and Mallard and Evening Star. Quite fond of Evening Star. Never had one though. But I'm going to bring out, if I can get her working in tonight's video. I don't think I would be able to, because I need the solder equipment for her linkage rods. Well, the wiring inside of her, unfortunately, means all the moving parts inside of her engine, it's not going to go anywhere without that solder equipment, which means she's not going to run. That's the unfortunate side of it, because obviously if she was soldered back in the place where she needs to be, she'll run. That's the odd thing about her. She will run perfectly well if she's actually connected correctly to her train. She's a couple of years old, the large Prairie. She's not brand new. At the time of getting her, she cost me about, for the large Prairie, she cost me about, I can't remember, was it £65? Something like that. It's second hand. And yeah, she's done really quite well for the last couple of years of my life. She's done pretty well. And she has sprung buffers as well, which is really cool. At that point, I didn't really have many sprung buffer models back then. In fact, there was probably only a few that I owned back then were sprung. So what's going on with the HST train? Now I'm going to just quickly show you the fault with this train. I'm not going to put the Powercarzer GNR back on until I show you the fault with this, because the red light should be coming on the back of this train, but watch what happens. I need to turn it up slightly. Watch what happens when I move it. And that shouldn't flicker because there should be lighting coming on the wires. But I think because they're not lighting up, I'm not going to push myself too hard on that. But the fact she's not moving, there should be red lights over end. Well, which direction you're going, it should be white going that way and red going that way. But for some weird reason, she hasn't been like that for the last few weeks. Well, yeah, since the last run on this layout, which is strange. I don't get it. Why would that happen? So I'm gonna go downstairs, get a screwdriver, and properly look at her, because I don't think she's supposed to be. I don't think she's supposed to be having this problem. I know she's second hand, but even so, she shouldn't be having faults like this, which is a slightly annoying thing because it's quite an expensive train. When I got 2 sets. Well, I got 3 sets last year. This year I only got the 1 at the moment, which I will show you maybe either tonight or another video. But we're going to take a look at East Midlands next. But we'll take a look at one of my older trains as well. I think the Tuffy tank is going to be an easy job to fix. It might need some gluing up around the connections, around the linkage thing, but at the same time she's also going to need a new basically the training pony wheels on her to make sure she's going to be going around points whenever points and direction of travel. She'll go brighter, but the trouble is when she goes away and you push away from her, these ones usually flicker, but depending on the speed that she goes pretty fast, for what I remember of her. This is the GNR HST, and she's one of my oldest when I got in a collection. How fast can she go? I think I tested her out a few weeks ago, but we'll do one quick test of that. Something like that. She's pretty damn fast, and this is not her high speed. The downside is it falling off the tracks. But being this is ground level and not high up, which is a good thing, less faults will happen in the process. Keep your eyes peeled for unboxing video which will be coming out next week. I've got my eyes on a new freight train for the first time in a while, so going to be ordering next week. I'm not saying what it could be anything, but I can say it is diesel or possibly electric, or maybe I'll surprise you with steam, but we'll see. I've got my eyes on a few at the moment, but that's a freight. But as the HSTs go this year, I have got a few more lined up for this year. Here's the Speedy Gonzales train, this one. She needs another, what? Trying to think, another 3 to make 6. So yeah, 3 more coaches for GNR, and then another 4 to make Castle. No, 2 more to make for the Castle, because that's a 4 coach train. And then in City, trying to think, another 4. Or another 3, something like that, another 3 to her, makes 5. Yeah, another 4 makes 6. I'm going to try to pick you up and move my hand out of the way so you guys can see her. It won't be a super long video, it'll be about half an hour. Each train. That is a Pendolino nose. Yeah, I am sick. Ill, not mentally sick, I'm just ill. I wasn't really going to do a video today, but I thought, you know what, it'd be nice to do a little video and it's not a long video. I'm not going to try to massively over talk about it either, because I mean, once I'm better, I can do a chat video about these topics I really want to bring up, which I think need to come up for this channel, and I think when I'm better, I will bring them up. I just want to spend the evening chilling out and play my trains and just try to relax after this is really done. Let's get a couple more rounds of the GNR. Get a couple more rounds of her, and then we'll move on to East Midlands. still one of my favourite HSTs to do in there. But she's one of my first ever ones when I was doing it with, you know, in a train form, not in the way that other people may think. But yeah, I actually grown to like her in time through seeing her in person in London's King's Cross Station is what I was going to say. I used to see her coming out of London King's Cross Station when I was a young lad. Very tiny. I was only like 9 or 10 at the time when I saw her in person. She was right beside the East Coast in Grand Central, I believe it was. And yeah, I remember seeing this particular train when I was a very young lad. And obviously it holds a lot of memories for me. Then seeing her pulling up on platform 4, I believe it was, on King's Cross, going to Glasgow Central via somewhere. I can't remember the route they did, but it was back then. It was just nostalgic to see the HSTs and the different range of colours you just don't see now. Great Western, the castle sets, which I saw yesterday in the GWR green. She's going to make an appearance on one of my videos soon. Cardiff Castle and Newport. Both of them are going to make an appearance on my model railway next year, especially next year for the 50th anniversary. I'm going to do something special for that next year when they come up. When were they built? 1976. And I think, what point of the year in 1976 were they built? That's my question, because I actually don't know. Much as I love and my passion for the HSTs, I still don't know what part of the year they were built in. Was it late 80s? No, not late 80s. Was it in November of 1976, or was it later in the year? So we've got East Midlands up next, and we might finish it off with maybe class 57. You may not like me hearing me coughing, but that's what happens when I'm sick, so you have to bear with me. I may not able to do this, of course, at some point later this year. I will do a Christmas Eve video like I did last year. She wandered off with her connection. Let's just open that connection up a bit so we can. What's my opinion on with live track? Well, live track, yeah. I mean, it's going to be some passing through. There's some coaches. That's just the same version. This one always does that. I can't think straight. And that thing is what I'm doing now. See if you can pass the camera there, yeah. The HSTs are known for their high speed performance. They're not. They're cruising at high speed only. They're high speed cruisers. They're not slow speed cruisers, and definitely not. But yeah, as I say, the HSTs are well known and loved by many people, not just by me, but by many people over the years. And the people are slow. have one more HST to run with this video. This is one real quick, but run out of the thing. Yeah, that grabbing, I don't know what that is. Doesn't sound healthy though, does it? I think it's to do with the fan though. Keep her slow, she's fine, but same as you. Doesn't do anything. Will she go anti-clockwise? My question is, I actually don't know. We've got to send her forwards first so she can connect her train on to the end. I will get one lap round with her going this way if she'll allow it. If she allows it. I'm not going to mess with her. She's not going to allow it. Because these closed couplings are suitable for bigger railways, not like dinky little things at home. And of course, sending her forwards is the only way she'll go around. Go to the angle as she goes out. She needs to take her train with her. What's wrong with the HSTs? Because some people make a comment about it. I want to see the HSTs like them on model railways. Enjoy them when you can, because I've got quite a few already. She's my second or third one. I think she could be my third. These guys came later. I got 4 last year, I think. Yeah, because I got the first Great Western, which was my last one I got last year. The first two I got was Intercity plus TWR, I believe, Cardiff and Newport. And then I got also, what was it? East Coast. And then I got first Great Western. So yeah, last year was quite a big year as well. Unboxing quite a few of them last year. Right, well 28 minutes. Oops, didn't mean to do that. We should be logged forever. But the HSTs, my mod railway, yeah, should be logged for a long time. She won't go missing. That's for sure. I don't passion of mine, and I would look after them for a long time. Because basically my version of my pride and joy in the whole hour, basically. And that's why I look after them, because they always make me happy when I get them to run on the railway. My model railway. I'm gonna run one more train, just one more, before we end it off. If we can, we'll run a steam locomotive, or actually, we could run this very old toy of mine. Excuse me. we'll bring InCity out for a test run if we can get it sorted. If not, she might have to go off and get repaired. But I might do it when I get paid, I think. Something like that. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So we're going to bring her down as well. This tiny little British Rail shunter for a run for the first time in quite a while. Before I've ended the video off with the train. I'm going to put coaches to one side. Ain't been ill. Nothing in action as yet. There we go. It's been a long time since she's run. And her motor is probably quite old. Probably needs a touch of EW40 on her. But as I said before, she's only like a toy train. So she doesn't really get much chance of running very much anymore. What's wrong with her? Oh, she's just a toy. It's like a motive. I can actually, she's so versatile with her movement. She's the first model I ever had in my whole railway. When I first started in model railways, she was the first one I ever had. It's called the Hornby Good Master set, and I had it as one of my first model railway, proper model railway trains back then. I didn't really have many. I got into diesels. She's the one who first got me into the diesel range of models. Can she go very fast? She can, yeah. I know she's a toy, but she can move. She's a pocket rocket. She's a little toy pocket rocket, and obviously being she's a shunter, she's only a toy, but the motor seen far better days. When she's a toy, I only paid like £20 for her or something. Or was it 16? I can't remember. It was a while ago though. I don't need to do much oiling with this train because she doesn't run very much at all. In fact, I think the only time I get her out is when I really want to show her off and show how old she is really, because she is ancient. And now she's stopped. Ugh, typical. Here comes the East Midlands HST just to nudge her. And being it, the HSTs have got headlights. She's a very versatile locomotive, this one. You can go around tight corners. You can send her backwards. Make it pretty damn fast. Okay, I think my body's had enough. Okay guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this little model value video slash me trying not to cough too much because I have been unwell for the last few days and I'm not doing great, but I'm trying to push myself going without doing too much of it. I thought you guys might appreciate it to see a little video behind the scenes. We've got Midland Pullman just there, my new one. She is a beauty. But as for this one, the Intercity Bridge Rail colours, she's going to be to take a look at over the weekend and see if it's a fault with a wire or something else is going on in there. I will take a look. If I need to take it into that shop in Halsbury, I will get it done. If not, and it's something else going on, then again I'll have to take her in. The power car is fine, which is perfectly fine because she's one of the older ones. As you can see where the letter's been rubbed off. And she's part of that same set, just the training end. So, and that's all her coaches beside her. Now inside this we've got First Great Western, East Coast. And of course we've got cars all there. It's Cardiff on the front, Newport on the back, and some spare training cars over the side there. And we've got the class, 66, 57, 47, 58, and then very old and very cheap steam train. I've got a Penny at the back here, the Bullet or Battle of Britain. We've got a Dash 8 that doesn't work anymore. We also got a very small, very confined steam locomotive. I'll bring her to the front so the camera can pick her up. Here she is, an old British Rail Pug. She's one I got, I think, from Bodmin and Wentworth Railway last year. Now this camera can pick up close shots when it wants to, but it's 5207. And it's got a thingy logo. I'm gonna have to zoom in for this. So I never read that thing before. Let's see if the camera will really pick it up. Hit focus. Yeah, she won't read on it. I might have to do it when it's a brighter shot. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I will catch you guys all in the next video, which shouldn't be too much longer for that one. But in the meantime, enjoy yourself for the weekend. And I will see you guys sometime next week. Peace.